Greetings everyone, I'm Kevin and today I'm playing YaTBRzy for July. So as always, before we play the game, I'm going to go through how it went in June. So June was a little special because I took a punishment prompt because I didn't complete my TBR. In May, so we have 6 books. The first prompt that I got was a book over 500 pages, so I read Gemini and I finished it. Then I got the prompt historical and I chose Swimming in the Monsoon Sea, so I could finally read this. And I did. Then I got the prompt floral cover and I chose Descendant of the Crane because it's the most floral cover that I own, and I did read it. The next prompt I got was number 49 and I chose Tomorrow Make Me Yours, and I did read it as well. Then I got the prompt pink cover, and to my annoyance, I don't have a single book here that has a pink cover. So I chose a book that I already read and loved, and it's Meet Cute Club, and I did read it this time as well. The last book that I got, or the last prompt that I got, was the prompt Grief, and I chose Medusa for, I was gonna say for obvious reasons, but if you're not familiar with the legend of Medusa, then you're not familiar with why it's about grief. But I chose this for grief and I read it, and oh my god. Some of these I read for my 10 in 10 reading challenge, which will come up soon, if it's not already up, where I read 10 books in 10 days. If you want to know how that went, watch the vlogs. But I read all of these during that vlog. So because, as I said, I finished my YaTBRzy TBR for June, I get to pick a book buying card. So I will open this and pick out a card. So I want to go for a yellow one. So hi, Editing Kevin here. I don't know if you noticed, but the thing with this is that here you see a dice, a colored dice. I'm supposed to roll the dice to determine the color of the card. And as you saw, I picked a card. I didn't show you what I got. The good thing is I haven't checked out the card, so I can still redo this and do it the right way. I'm not supposed to pick what color I want. I'm supposed to roll the dice and it picks the color for me. It's been a while since I did this, so we're gonna redo it now, and I will roll the dice and pick a card. So we got the color blue, so I'm just gonna pick a card. I don't want one of these at the top, so we're taking one further down, and this one fell off, but I'm taking this one. So the book buying prompt that I get is new release. We're going on to my Amazon wish list. I wanted to edit this video in the morning, that's why I didn't bother doing anything but holding the camera. So that's why it's a little bit I'm sorry if me doing that bothers you. I know that some people are bothered by when it's shaking. I don't know if that explains it. Okay, so we're gonna find a new release. Okay, this is, oh my god, this is so bad. You will understand later in the video why this is. I wish I had gotten this, but I didn't. Okay, gonna see if it's a new release. This is a new release. Ooh, okay. So I can buy the first book that showed up. Okay, I'm gonna, I think, go ahead and buy the manga. You can never have too many mangas, and I thought that this one sounded really, really cute, and also like the cover looks absolutely stunning. Monologue woven for you. And like, just look at how the top girl looks at the other one. Like, she's adorable, really, really cute. So what is this about? is a beautifully illustrated full-color Yuri love story at the intersection of two women's conflicting passions. Ja, Tina! Two women, one spotlight. Haruka has abandoned her dreams at a theater, but finds herself still haunted by memories. Meanwhile, Nao chases her aspirations for the stage head-on, refusing to back down or let obstacles block her way. After the lives of these two theater geeks cross, their aspirations will either form their friendship or fuel their rivalry. When romance sparks, which will prevail in the end, love or the stage? Ooh. I think that sounds really... I don't understand how it will happen in 180 pages though. Maybe it's volume 1. Yeah, it says it's volume 1. Oh my god, what if I get hooked by this and I have to wait several months for the second volume? It will probably be worth it though. So this is the book that I will be getting. And yeah, so sorry for the interruption. I just don't like when I make a mistake. Like, it bothers me if I would have like let it slide. So back to the actual video. What we're gonna do now that I have my book buying thing, the books out of the way, we're gonna spin my wheel. So now we're gonna spin the wheel. So okay, so we just had, where is it? There. So we just had 10 books in 10 days. So now we're gonna spin it for what I'm gonna do now. BookTube TBR. Okay, so I got BookTube TBR. So that's a lot of fun. I am not going to show in this video which 5 books I am going to choose, but now I am going to, like later, I am going to start the vlog, and in that vlog look at 5 different booktubers and pick 1 book from each. I am really excited. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I haven't watched a single TBR video so far for July, just because I was like, I knew that this might happen and I didn't want to spoil any books for myself. But there are a few booktubers that I usually watch a video from as soon as they upload. But I felt like, what if I watch this video, get this challenge, and then I will be like, oh, that they picked this book. Like, I want to be surprised. And now I can be surprised. So look out for my vlog if you want to know which 5 booktubers I will pick and what books from them I will pick. I'm really excited about this. This is going to be a very interesting challenge, and I'm looking forward to it. So now we're going to play YaTBRzy. So round number 1. First roll for July. Okay, so 2 4s, 1 2 and 1. Oh, 2 5s. I'm going to keep the 5s. And another 5, and then last roll. Another 5. Yay. Okay, so I am going to put that on 5s. So that is 20 going on 5s. And that's a yellow card. So the first prompt for July is South Asian. So the first prompt that I got was South Asian. So now we're gonna see what books I have that are South Asian. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find a list of what South Asian countries, South Asia, so that I know which count and which don't count. Okay, so South Asian countries are Pakistan, India, Maldives, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bhutan, and Bangladesh. So immediately this. This is the 3rd book in the Kiranmala and the Kingdom Beyond series. I read the first 2. I really enjoyed those 2. And this has to do with this girl who finds out that she's a princess of how can I explain this? She's kind of like a demon princess in a way. She's really cool. I think it's really cool. This is inspired by Indian mythology. She is an Indian princess, basically was brought up in the US. Then her parents are kidnapped and she has to go find them, and thus she finds out that she is not as human as she thought, and she gets dragged into this world of mythology, and like the stories that she grew up turns out to be real. And because it's like she's Indian and a part of the series is set in India, I feel like South Asian, definitely. And then we go to the second prompt. So, second round. Oh shit, okay. Oh my god. Oh my god, are you serious? Okay, it's obviously on YaTBRzy. So we're gonna take a red card because it was highest possible, and we get 42. So the next prompt I got was number 42. So what this means is that I will either pick a book, number 42 on my shelves, 42 from my reading journal for digital TBR, or from my Goodreads TBR. The first thing I have to do is put this back. We're just gonna push it in here. That's fine. Okay, so count to 42. A Song Below Water. If I pick from my bookshelf, then we look at my digital TBR. So the book I should read is The Deal. So if I would pick from my digital TBR, it would be The Deal. So far we have A Song Below Water or The Deal. So now we're gonna look at my Goodreads want to read list and count to 42 again. And the book I would read. Okay, so we're between A Song Below Water, The Deal, and I Think I Love You. Oh my god. This is really difficult for like multiple reasons. One, these are 3 books that I think will be very good. Second, what if I pick a book and then for my vlog of BookTube TBR, I will see a video where they pick one of these books, but it's not the book that I picked. Like, what if one of them starts to read The Deal and I chose this book? I hate when that happens. So the question is, do I want to read a romance, an adult romance, a young adult romance? I think I Love You is young adult. Maybe it's new adult. It's young adult. It says on Goodreads that it's young adult. So I could read an adult romance, a young adult romance, or a paranormal. I don't know if this is not a romance, I think. It's a paranormal book. I don't know. I feel like I want to read the book that I physically own. Usually I want to pick a book that I physically own. I can say like I'm not gonna read I Think I Love You, mainly because I don't have it. I don't have it as an ebook or as a physical book. I'm sure that I can get it as an audiobook, but if like my priority is always the books I own, either physically or as ebooks. And I don't have that as either of them. So it's between this and The Deal. Oh my god. Okay. I'm going with The Deal. I'm picking The Deal. I feel like reading an adult romance, I think I'm more in the headspace to read an adult romance right now. So I'm picking The Deal for the second book. So next round. Okay, so I'm keeping the freeze this time. 4, 5, 6. No, I don't feel confident enough to try for a big or small straight. So we get free freeze. So that, I'm gonna take that on freeze. That is 9 up there. And that's a yellow card. Happy book. Okay. The next prompt we got was happy book. And this is difficult because again, I am basing on the books I physically own. And the book I think I'm going to go with is Dial A for Aunties, because I've heard from every person that I know who read this says that it's hilarious. That it's a good time. So I want to read this because I think it will like make me happy, if you know what I mean. So I'll read this for Happy Book. I don't really know much about it, except for that we have this girl who is on a date with a guy and he ends up dead. And in order to hide the body, she calls her aunties, and together they have like this time trying to hide the body while a wedding is happening, something like that. That's all I know, and that's all I care to find out. The rest I want to be surprised at. And so this is what I'm picking for Happy Book. I assume that I will be happy reading it, that I will laugh or smile, that it will be a very like good time. So Happy Book. Rolling for the 4th prompt. Okay, 5s and 6s. Another 5. This fell off, so rolling it again for a 6. Okay, so we have a full house. So I'm taking that on full house. So that would be 28. And that is highest possible, so we get a red card. Randomize 201 to X. Oh my god, okay. And now we got randomize 201 to X. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna randomize from 201 to 386, because 386 is the amount of books I have on my want to read list. So let's see what, and also like 201, I don't have that many books on my physical TBR or on my digital TBR, so it will definitely be the book on Goodreads. So let's see what we land on. 299. Oh my god, okay. Okay, so number 299 on Goodreads is Baking Me Crazy by Carla Sorensen. I was lucky enough to get the first book in a series at least, so I'm happy about that. So from what I understand of this book, it's kind of like an enemies to lovers kind of thing, and it's tagged as disability. So I'm going to read Baking Me Crazy for 299, and all I know is that it's basically kind of like an enemies to lovers romance, adult romance that include baking. That's all I know. And another book that I don't think any of the 5 booktubers will pick for their July TBR. We'll see. I don't think so, but we'll see. So now let's roll for my 5th and final book. Last round. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a small straight on the first round. I feel like it's weird that I've gotten this lucky. Highest possible YaTBRzy, 4 of that and 3 of that. Like, it's weird. So then we got 15 here, and that's another red card, and this time we get number 13. And we got number 13, so yet another number, so that's great. So we're gonna check what number we get. The weight of the stars is if we get from my physical TBR. Like, honestly, I don't need to check my digital TBR or my Goodreads. I'm reading this. I am super excited to read this. I've been wanting to read this ever since I got my hands on it, ever since I heard about it, and the sprayed edges are absolutely gorgeous. I think this looks so cool, and it's a sci-fi. I love sci-fi. So I am reading this for YaTBRzy for July as well. Really excited about it. So there we have all of the 5 books. So The Chaos Curse for South Asian, The Deal for number 42, Dial A for Aunties for number 42, Baking Me Crazy for Randomized 201 to 386, and then finally number 13, The Weight of the Stars. So I'm really happy about this. I only own 3 out of 5 books, but it's fine. I have the other 2 as audiobooks or ebooks, I have the deal as an ebook. Baking Me Crazy, I will have to figure out how to get it. Maybe it's on Scribd, maybe I can get a Kindle of it, maybe I should get it as an audiobook, we'll see. But those are the 5 books that I'll be reading, and I'm really excited. I think this is gonna be a lot of fun, and I'm also really excited about the reading challenge this month. Oh my god, I have no idea what to expect, and like the whole thing with that reading challenge, I can't pick which 5 booktubers to pick. I will have to go onto my subscription on YouTube and find the first TBR videos for July. And if there are less than 5 on my subscription list, then I will have to search July 2022 TBR and pick the rest amount of booktubers that I need for the Read 5 challenge. You will see all of that in the vlog. If you're interested, I am super excited. I can't wait to find what 5 books I'm going to read. But I will basically be ghost buddy reading 5 books with 5 booktubers who have no idea I'm reading the same book as them. That's gonna be fun. And I will have to like keep checking how they're doing with the books and just like keeping track of that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I feel like I'm really excited about this challenge. So if you're interested in seeing how that all works, then stay tuned for the vlog that I will do. As I said, I'm really excited. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't. And I will see you next time. Good reading. Bye.